Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. No. I don't think I'm ready. In the last one, if you haven't seen it, stop what you're doing, drop everything, and go watch it because, man, it was an hour long for a reason. Now, I don't know if anything else is coming up is going to be an hour long. I don't actually know how much is left. So just bear with me because this is getting crazy and I want to make sure that I understand everything that's happening. Oh, God. I don't think I'm ready. Oh.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the test we had performed earlier.
The tests? Oh, right, the blood.
Yes, tests on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. Me too.
That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood or...
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible, however. There's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood.
Oh. What could that mean? I don't understand.
That is all. Now then, let's restart the trial.
Okay. So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Strange. Hopefully we'll figure out more about that. Then whose was it? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quickly.
Alright. Agreed. At least we can agree on that.
Very well, please bring in the last witness.
Oh, Maya. It's gonna be okay, right? It's gonna be okay? Oh, Maya. It's Maya. She's here. She's alive at least. Pearl's alive. Phoenix is alive. God, oh, I don't care. Everyone is okay?
Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Maya. According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Korean channeling technique.
Aren't you? I'm frightened. The Fey clan, I don't want any more to do with it. Oh no, this has put her off of it, has it? Well, I can't say I blame her. Oh, Maya, the pain the Fey bloodline causes must be unbearable. Really? She's lost so much. Don't forget, she already lost her sister. And now she's just found out, too, that her own mother has died in this.
Now then, Miss Fey, when the event occurred, you were in the garden of the Inner Temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Stonham's murder. Is this correct?
Oh no, Maya. I didn't see anything.
Straighten up this moment, young lady.
Gotta leave her alone. Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
Man, God, how do people like this guy? Like, am I just not getting it? Like, I don't understand. I am not having it. But
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. Wow.
Well,
Ugh. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Poor Maya.
Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor. Poor Maya. This is awful. Fuck Gatto in the face. Like, honestly, I don't even care. At the Inner Temple. Alright, let's listen to this. I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. Oh no. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me.
Oh. No, guys, don't do it.
That's when I lost consciousness. Okay.
So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been the staff.
We don't know that for sure. Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Huh. Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems that will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Oh boy. Maya, hang in there. I don't want to press her on everything, but I'm probably going to have to. She doesn't look well at all. Oh dear. Alright, here we go. Let's ask her about these things. I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. I mean, it seems self-explanatory, but still. Who else was on the inner temple side that night? Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But I remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well. On the day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini at Hazakura Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then, did Iris actually come later like she said? Well, let me think. She seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired. No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training. Alright. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. Tell me about that. Who did it? Who hit you? Well... I didn't see who it was. I was hit from behind. You didn't see the person? But after that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was? Oh, let me think for a sec. I'm sorry. I just can't remember. Maya is really having a hard time. What should I do? No, I don't know about this. Let me go through them all and then I'll see if there's anything that hints to what I have to do. Considering the conditions at the crime scene, it's not surprising she didn't see her attacker. Huh. So it looks like even you've got some compassion. Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely the spirit that was channeled by Elise Donham, Dahlia Hawthorne. Very well, please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were struck on the head? I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. Okay. What happened afterwards? My attacker was in front of me, blocking off my escape, I think. You think? After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There were only two things rolling around in my mind at the time. Well now, this is beginning to get interesting. So what were the two things rolling around in your mind? My name is Maya Fey. 1 + 1 = 2. Oh. Oh, I thought she was gonna say something nice about Phoenix or something. You see, for some crazy reason, I was afraid I was gonna lose my memory. I know it's odd, considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was. That's not odd at all. Your actions are understandable, given the circumstances. So, what did you do then? Okay. I think I screamed, "Help me." Right? You think you screamed, but you're not sure. Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits. Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes. Oh, something he does often. I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought it was my last hope. Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. That's weird, isn't it? What do I do? Do I press her for more details? Oh, look at this. This one has more than one. What did she scream? My last hope. That's the thing I would probably ask about right here. Normally I would say if it just said press further or leave it alone, I was going to leave it alone and press them all. But this one right here makes me wonder. I'm going to do it. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff? What? What do you mean by your last hope? No. That's what you said. You said my last hope. Huh? What? I said what? Uh-oh. Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see, and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me!" Yeah. But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope. Oh. Well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when that happens?
Maya's not doing so well up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What? What does that mean? What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at.
Wait a minute. What? There were 3 people there? Who was the 3rd?
That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah!
What is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh? What is she hiding? Wait, she knows something? Witness, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person?
I meant to keep that part a secret. Maya, you know better than that. You can't keep secrets here. Oh, what have I done?
It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. Oh, you would know. You probably poop them out daily. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber.
That is true.
Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony. I'm worried about this. I'm scared.
I could see a man? Wait a minute. I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern? Wait a minute now. I could see a man. What the? What? By the light of the stone lantern. What happens if I press this?
A man? Who was this man?
Well, you see, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see? She's used this excuse twice now.
Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright.
Lantern light, did you say?
There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. Yeah, there is. It's there. They always light it when an acolyte is in there for training.
Right.
Hey, you know what they say, under the lantern, darkness reigns. So I could see the person that was further away, but not my attacker who was closer. You could see them? Why don't you tell us who it is? Plus, there weren't any other light sources in the garden at the time.
Then something warm splashed over me. Oh god, you guys. You guys. You don't mean... Was it...
I didn't know it at the time, but... I think it was probably blood.
Is she saying that's when Miss Stoneham, who was channeling Dahlia, was stabbed in the back by the killer?
Might have been. At that moment, I was paralyzed with fear. I was just sitting there in the snow. I'm sure blood got on anything around me.
Oh dear. That's when I lost consciousness. Hang on a minute. Something's weird. Could see a man. Here's what's bothering me. We only have 3 men to choose from in this whole case. Gumshoe, who I don't think it could be. Gato. Oh no, sorry, 4. I didn't count Larry because is he a real man? Gato, who probably wasn't there. Larry, who was somewhere else at the time, and Edgeworth, who wasn't there either. Wait, what? I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern. Wait a minute, you know what? Hang on. Maybe we don't have to present a profile at all. Maybe what we have to do... Look at this. Oh, this is it right here! Now, I forgot, because everyone keeps talking about the lantern and you automatically assume that it was lit, but they actually brought this up in the last episode and I completely forgot about it. It wasn't lit at the time of the crime. And that's actually presented here. So maybe that's what I need to present? Oh gosh, my health, I don't really like it. We haven't been this low in health since like the first game. Oh, here we go. Okay. I think I'm overthinking this. So there was a man standing behind your attacker?
Yeah.
She doesn't know who it was, though? That man. He's the killer. He stabbed her from What? It's not Larry. It can't be.
He's the one who killed Lisa. No, because we've proven that Larry was on the other side of the bridge because he drew the whole spiel up. So I don't think that part was a lie. It's not Gumshoe. There's no way that to be true. Otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother. Oh, God. The killer! Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, really though? To be frank, Your Honor, I think she is in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony. Oh my God. Huh? What do you mean? What problem? Maya, on the night of the crime, the stone lantern was out of commission. I guess she didn't know that. Or she doesn't remember. Or she lied. One of those. Huh, what? It was. It's true. Oh no. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night. No! Oh, look at my sprite from behind. Oh, bless.
Order in the court. Mr. Gatto, explain this.
Voop! Man, you cannot be vooping now.
Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Stir. That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait. Cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
That is not what he's talking about.
Mr. Trice's words are the milk and you are the spoon. Your Honor.
I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony Bart, I'll have you know.
What? What's that reference?
You must have noticed it too, Trite.
Gotta, do you know something?
This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that.
I still think it's very obvious if you couldn't see anything. Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it.
What did you say?
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony. That means she couldn't have seen anybody. How did she know that there was a man there? Or was it actually a woman and she's just misconstruing it as that? Nick, I think she knows something. This doesn't feel right at all. May I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man. How? Were they holding some kind of light? Maya, what do you know? But it could only be two men at this point. And neither of them seem likely. That would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of the attacker in front of her. No! Oh, Maya, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Darling, we've got to get to the bottom of this.
Order! What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Objection!
What now?
Trite, do you have any idea what you're proposing?
Shut up, Cyclops, or I'm gonna blame you for it even if it wasn't you.
How could she have seen in the dark?
Wait a minute. No, you guys, no. It's not. Please don't tell me. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Are you serious now? Is it like Cyclops? I just watched the X-Men the other day, by the way. Like, the first 3 movies, by the way. Does this thing give off light? You've got to be shitting me. Oh, no, I feel sick. Oh, no, is that really what it is? Well, it's not Gumshoe, and it's not Edgeworth, and it isn't Larry, is it? There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Gatto. Oh, no! You've got to be fucking shitting me! But why? But it doesn't make any sense, does it? Wait a minute! I am so lost. But, am I right? Oh, my mind is about to explode. It's just gonna blow up. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him. Is it really him? Is she freaking out because he's here? Oh no.
Cover for the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is. It's not Edgeworth. It can't be. Why would he even be there? We had to call him from another country just to come. So it's not him. It's not Larry. Even if Larry lied and he wasn't on that and he didn't draw the shit, he's not smart enough to pull this crap off, and why would he do it? And it's not Gumshoe. We know it's not. Please do not give me a game where Gumshoe is bad or I won't be able to take it. You know what? No, this would actually set up perfectly exactly what I've been saying this entire game. I never liked Gato from the start, and everyone was like, "Geez, Luca, I like him. What? He's like the only one you don't like?" Yeah, no. See, I knew something was wrong. Psh, tell me about my intuition. Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please. I'm begging. No, don't cry. We gotta get to the bottom of this, though. We can't leave it like this. What did you do to her? Why did you make her quiet if you did this?
You talk a good game, Tripe, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop.
Maya is dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth. That's right.
Alright, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you've got.
Oh, right now? Let me just pull down my pants.
Who was this person that you say Miss Face saw in the dark?
I would never have believed this if not for a process of elimination. You know, if they had had, like, one other dude that was, like, not tied so closely to everything, then I would have thought it was the other person immediately. Because I would not have gone to this. He's the only one, isn't he? That thing must give off light. She must know immediately just by looking at, like, 3 red things who it is. Who's she gonna think it is? Fucking RoboCop? Fucking, like, Kit from Knight Rider? No, I don't. Oh my god, I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. God. I'm holding my hand over my face. I'm so sorry. Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. Oh my god! What is this? I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
What? But how do you propose to show us something like that?
It's easy. Oh, he's gonna turn the lights off, is he? We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Conditions? Uh-oh.
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off. Oh my god. I'm speechless.
What? This is... But it can't be.
Oh, did you just hear my hand slap my face? That actually kind of hurt.
That was a nice bit of deduction.
Jesus Christ! Is this dude the fucking devil or some shit? Oh my god! No, it can't be. Why would you do this? What reason could you possibly have? I thought he loved Mia. I don't understand any of this. Wait, does that mean this is far from over? Because it hasn't explained anything. Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder. So he was there? I can't believe this.
Order! Prosecutor Gato, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, no, you cannot VoIP now. It's way too late for that. The VoIPing is over.
Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you've got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights? Was it?
Well, witness, answer the question.
It is, isn't it? She doesn't want to answer. You're wrong. I never saw that. Maya! No, don't do this again. Don't lie again. I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason. What? Wait a minute, so it's not? Oh. Wait, now I'm confused.
Witness, Mr. Wright, what the...
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering?
Whoop. If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of our— You just said that.
Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony.
Really? Really? Wait, we're leaving it here? Oh, I guess not.
Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Alright.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but...
Alright, the killer. Let's hear about this.
When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Oh, I see. So they cleaned it all up because there was blood all over it. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
Something wrong here.
So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man?
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Gatto said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused.
Nice try, Gatto. It ain't gonna work. Something's wrong.
Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the criminal was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Okay.
When I came to, I was... You know, there's one immediately that I wanted to press, but I don't know if I should go out of order or not. I was just lying there on the training hall floor. Well, let's just do them all then. So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right? Yes, I think. I think it happened when the victim was stabbed. So then the person that carried you into the inner temple?
It could only have been the killer.
That's what I think too.
So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. So it probably was a dude. The time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. Alright. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. Oh boy. What's wrong?
I don't know.
It looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Oh! Okay, so do we have to come back to this? We might have to. Let's remember that. The torches were lit and the body was gone. Okay. The torches were lit?
Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm going to say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be? True.
The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
Oh my god, you know what I just thought of? I bet you I know what we're gonna bring up. The fact that the killer did not clean up one very important piece of evidence. I bet you that's what it's gonna be. That's true, it's hard to see how that would be at any advantage to the killer. The only one who would have gained anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well. Let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene.
Alright. Now all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Well, that explains that. So, you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. Yeah, it did. I almost thought it was a grave when I saw it the first time. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There are a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away?
Because there's blood all over it, probably. Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed onto the snow?
Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. But that's weird, though, because why wouldn't you, like as a person, don't do this, by the way, children, don't kill people, but if you did have blood on the snow to remove, you'd remove the snow, but then wouldn't you just, like, kick some snow back onto the dirt so that it wouldn't look so weird? No? Just me? Okay. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true, too. He could have scooped up in just the snow that was stained with blood. True, again. Oh, it's just like I said, isn't it? He probably had to take a lot away because he wasn't sure where the blood was. Because he couldn't see it, is that what it is? But still, I would have kicked some of it back, so it didn't look so weird.
It looked like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them.
Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man. Wait a minute now, do we have enough to do that? What was the one we had to press her on again to ask her about? Is it this one? By the time I got back to the guy in the place, it totally changed. Yeah, I didn't press the last statement, but do we have enough? Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. Is it gonna work this time?
The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence from me. For my sake.
Really?
But that doesn't make any sense, does it?
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the Inner Temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden...
She may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that that's why the killer cleaned up...
Wait, are they gonna really try to spin it like he was doing her a favor? But what about her mother? How can that really be a favor? Yes, I'm sure of it. This doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Alright. Let's press whatever this is now.
I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened. Oh, is this what we have to do? Oh, guys, this is what I was talking about then, right? We have one small piece of evidence that wasn't cleaned up. Is this what we have to... Well, I feel like we've used this a lot, like... It's weird that we have to keep using this. Alright. Oh my god. Thank God for that. I'm so scared with having my health this low. The body of Elise Stoneham was carried all the way to Hazakura Temple's courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime. The snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe that all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that still seems somewhat odd.
Oh, and what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Gatto. It's the message written in blood on the lantern.
You forgot about that, did you, boy? You had a frickin' conniption when you found out about that.
It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern.
Maya.
Ah!
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't he wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah, you're right.
Oh boy. What's gonna happen here?
Order, order! But Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
I don't think so anymore. Well, yeah, but... Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to remove the body and remove the bloody snow, then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing. True. What? Flip? You probably got blood on that mug, you don't even know about it. But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern? Because you couldn't see it, could you? Your visor must keep you from seeing red on certain colors, I bet. Or if at all, possibly at all. I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it. I think I'm right about it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern?
The killer wrote it to pin the crime on Maya. The killer didn't notice it.
That's gotta be this one. That's my gut instinct. Prosecutor Gatto, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime occurred here. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
He ain't normal, though, is he? You're right. There is no way any normal person would.
What? What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether. I think I'm on the right track.
And who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Boy, oh boy. It actually pains me to do this, even though I don't like him, because I never thought in a million years that this would even be connected. Oh boy. Mr. Gatto, this is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
Yup.
You can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Gatto?
Oh, what you gonna do now? You gonna freak out? This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern? There's something written on it. Why, it's written in blood.
Ugh, nonsense. This lantern.
It's as clean as a whistle. Yeah, he freaked out because he didn't know what we were talking about, did he? Mr. Gatto, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? Well, you can't see red on a white background, can you? Wait, what?
Red on a white background.
Don't even start. Don't. Is that alluding to the first case? Red, white? Mia's kill. Oh my god, hang on to that thought. Mia's killer's name was red, white, wasn't it? Are you fucking serious? How did they make this? These geniuses! Jesus Christ! That's right, we went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Trevian. That's right! Oh, I almost totally forgot about that part. That was when we first alluded to him not seeing it.
This is the apron that the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time, and somehow spilled coffee on.
He didn't see the blood there either. Or maybe it was ketchup, I don't remember.
There's still something bothering me, Mr. Gatto. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
It was blood. God, it seems like so long ago now that we did that case.
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Oh, they were doing that before to set this up. But you know, if you're like me and you don't play it like right away, you may have forgotten like I kind of did. Jesus Christ. You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup. Because it was red. Whoop. No, there's no way you can whoop now. I banish all whooping.
It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them?
So then, Mr. Gatto, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you couldn't see the red writing on the lantern?
What you gonna do? Are you gonna lose it?
Hey, Gramps. Didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
What? What is he talking about? Jeez, what's happening?
I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Gatto was the murderer? But there's no going back now.
Oh, this is crazy!
I finally figured out the truth.
Good Christ! Well, we're gonna have to figure that out in the next one. I'm sorry, but I have a feeling we have more to ask about other than this. We haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of this, have we? We need to find out why, what the motive was, and oh my god. Alright, I thought this was going to be the finale, but it looks like no. Someone did tip me off that the part I had to do now, like from today onward, would be probably over an hour long. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. And maybe the finale will be on Wednesday, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Holy shit. My mind is so blown. I can't believe this. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. All this rabble. I'm so excited. See you in the next one. Bye.